Hello, test test. Good afternoon. This is Holly Hamilton here at the Turks and Caicos Islands Airports Authority, the Turks and Caicos Islands National Weather Service, bringing you an update on Hurricane Melissa. Hurricane Melissa is a very powerful Category 5 hurricane. We see here on the infrared satellite imagery, the core of the system is just south of Jamaica, roughly about 500 miles southwest of the Turks and Caicos Islands. And we see this system is still looking quite symmetrical, quite a healthy system, very powerful. It's still working its way towards Jamaica. They've been experiencing hurricane conditions throughout the day, heavy rainfall and storm surge. Um, and it's anticipated to have that northward turn um, as it passes across Jamaica tonight into early tomorrow morning. So let's take a look at the National Hurricane Center 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. advisory. The track hasn't really been changing very much over the last advisories. Um, as I would have mentioned, it's expected that the system will make that northward turn towards Jamaica, cross over Jamaica tonight, early and into early tomorrow morning. Um, we're not really, there might be some fluctuation in its in intensity, but it's expected to hit Jamaica as a powerful major hurricane. It will still remain, would have that major hurricane status as it approaches the southeastern tip of Cuba tomorrow evening, going into Wednesday, early Wednesday morning, and then passing over the southeastern tip of Cuba and exited on Wednesday, later on Wednesday. As we can see here, there's a hurricane warning in place for Jamaica, the southeastern tip of Cuba, and now also for the southeastern and central Bahamas. Tropical storm watches remain in effect for portions of Haiti and Turks and Caicos. We still have the hurricane watch in effect. And now also as of 5 p.m., we have a tropical storm warning in effect for the Turks and Caicos Islands. So that's why you see pink with blue on the map. So looking at the timeline of when we are expected to experience tropical storm conditions, we're still looking in that Wednesday morning um, range time period. So, and again, we're still in the medium probability of, medium to high probability of experiencing tropical storm conditions. So it's important that the residents of Turks and Caicos Islands to continue your preparations and make sure you have completed your preparations for the storm by tomorrow night. And then lastly, looking at the rainfall forecast, this has been changing a bit. Remember talking about, some uncertainty in terms of the rainfall amounts that we could experience, because as we would know, when these systems track, they have this sort of track that comes through the passage between Cuba and Hispaniola. There's a lot of interaction with land, which disrupts the structure and the convective bands of the system, and so that influences, where the rainfall or the most of the rainfall will happen. So we're still in the greens right now with this graphic um, that was released later today, this afternoon. We see now that Grand Turk and Salt Key are sort of out of the greens. So we'll still anticipate that those islands will receive some rainfall, but the rest of the islands, the rest of the country, we're looking at possibly 1 to 2 inches, but still considering, maybe 2 to 4 inches of rain possible, just depending on, where those thunderstorms end up occurring. Um, as Melissa, I was about to say Aaron, as Melissa passes over Cuba and then passes over the southeastern Bahamas on Wednesday. So just to wrap it up, key messages. We're expecting now tropical storm conditions on Wednesday. The Turks and Caicos Islands are under a tropical storm warning as well as a hurricane watch, as hurricane with the core of the system passing over the southeastern Bahamas and quite uncomfortably close to the Turks and Caicos Islands. We still want to consider the chance of experiencing hurricane conditions. So those two warnings are in effect for the Turks and Caicos Islands at this time. And we just encourage you to continue to follow progress of this system. And it should be, it's anticipated that it will be fast moving as it passes across the southeast Bahamas and be cleared out of the area by Thursday. So we just encourage you to continue following the updates from the official channels, the Turks and Caicos Islands National Weather Service, also from the Department of Disaster Management and Emergency. Continue with your preparations as you bring them to a close. And we've been through this before. We'll just keep safe. Be prepared, stay ready, be ready.